everyone, welcome back to my channel. You've all read the title card, you know what to expect, let's get started. So I want to talk about people comparing Taeyeon's weekend to Doja Cat. I really think people are stretching with this one. I know everyone has Kiss Me More on the mind, rightfully so because it is a bop, but that doesn't mean that you can roast every disco pop song as a copy. I'm not here to talk about the appropriative element, like the whatever bandana thing Taeyeon has going on. I'm not black. It's not my role to talk about that. The fashion could be appropriative, but I'm not really the one who is responsible for commenting on that. So I'm just going to talk about the music and people saying that it's a say so ripoff. I really like Doja Cat, and I really like her new album, Planet Her. So when I heard these accusations, I sat down and I listened to Kiss Me More, Say So, and Weekend consecutively multiple times. I'm confident some of y'all didn't stop to do that before you ran to Twitter and Reddit to run your mouths. I love all three of these songs, and I can say it's because they share a genre. I don't think this narrative would even work if Taeyeon hadn't made a genre change from like whatever sad breakup song she was doing before to like this kind of upbeat single. Because she hasn't released a solo song quite like this before, I feel like y'all have convinced yourself that she has to be copying. Like she can't perform disco pop. K-pop can't tell that disco pop is a trend in the West and release songs that are disco pop anymore. It's y'all are ridiculous. So I understand why a lot of people didn't like Mafia in the morning, and your taste is completely up to you. But what has me bothered though is all of these comments I see roasting ITZY for quote unquote not having voices that fit rap music. I'm not gonna pretend that the flow in that song isn't bad or that the members don't have a lot of room to work on their rapping skills, but treating ITZY members like they're like too girly or young to rap is kind of misogynistic and comes off as infantilizing young Asian girls. There are plenty of talented female rappers with a squeaky voice, okay? Y'all just heard rap for the first time in K pop and it shows. Okay, I'll keep this one short and sweet. Like I said before, whatever songs you like or don't like are completely up to you. But did anyone else get not like other girls vibes from the crowd that was hyping up Gone over on the ground? Like, oh, it's too mainstream for you? I'm so sorry. Maybe if you don't like anything that sounds even remotely derivative of anything else, you probably shouldn't be listening to K pop. Oh boy, so this one's gonna be a little intense. Let's all just remember to respect everyone's opinions. So, I have been reading more posts lately on Reddit about groups like Red Velvet and other girl groups and their fandoms being misandrist. Generally, I understand why men and non women would feel hurt by this kind of commentary of like the girls hate men and everyone hates men and Irene can't stand being around men. So they may want to leave the fandom or get some distance. But at the same time, I think people are conveniently forgetting that women, especially Sapphic women, are completely valid for being resentful towards men for hundreds of years of oppression. For lots of women, including me, girl group fan spaces are a safe place to express that. I'm just saying, don't forget history when you're out there running your mouths on social media. Okay, short one here, but I just want to say that Paint the Town has an absolutely terrible hook. Like, a really awful hook. It doesn't do justice for me for the other parts of the song that absolutely slap. Luna, I think, needs to stop trying to be badass and just be themselves. So, this one's gonna be a little bit spicy, but it's important to me. International K-pop fans were excessively shitty to Wiz ones who supported the Parallel Universe project or the IZ*ONE relaunch project. You don't have to lick CJ Entertainment's boots, you know? People who are skeptical of it working are one thing. That's pretty normal. But if you are out there telling Wiz ones that IZ*ONE doesn't want to get back together, that doing so is disrespectful to Choan and Gaeun, or that Wiz one must have just delusionally thought for some reason that IZ*ONE would never disband, are foolish. If you say it's a scam, you need to take a minute to go actually research what's going on because Wiz ones had that fear in mind when they set it up. They organized the project through a reputable crowdfunding site. Really, it's just reflective of K-pop fans' awful take on this. I mean, seriously, y'all forgot the Kakao M Spotify controversy that fast? Fans are no longer allowed to advocate for their own interests against corporate K-pop industry interests now. Newsflash, most Wiz ones participating know the chances are slim. And they did expect IZ*ONE to disband after 2.5 years. They just didn't want that to happen. They were also offended at how it happened. Because we support them. Because we're Wiz one. Supporting this doesn't mean we're out to ruin their solo careers if it doesn't work. Solo stans need to just admit that they want their IZ*ONE bias to debut solo so that they can forget about the other members they don't like. And IZ*ONE antis just need to admit that they hate the group and don't want them to relaunch. So yeah, that's just it. Those are my somewhat offensive K-pop opinions. Thank you so much for watching.